What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Breaking news, it is official. South Africa have withdrawn from the Rugby Championship. It's not new news to us. I think it's now official, so we can all move on and stop going on the rumours, who's going to do this, who's going to do that. It's now official, South Africa out of the Rugby Championship for 2020. The reason, obviously, the guys don't have enough game time. The quarantine styles, it's just not enough time to prepare. Now, you can say we're weak, you can say all that stuff, but unfortunately, we're not management. We don't make the final decisions. As fans, I wanted us to play in the Rugby Championship. I wanted New Zealand badly. I wanted Australia. I wanted Argentina. But at the end of the day, players come first, and that's what's going to happen. We're going to be called chickens. We're going to be called, oh, these guys are too scared to lose their world ranking. They're scared to lose their title. At the end of the day, we're still going to lose it because one of the three teams are going to win the Rugby Championship. We're no longer going to be champions. And depending on the rankings, how much New Zealand win, they can still possibly overtake South Africa. So we've just risked it all by not playing it either. So at the end of the day, we've just got to go with what has been announced. And I think it's still going to be a phenomenal tournament. I know these guys are going to play to the best of their abilities. We've got Bledisloe Cup still coming out, which is great. We saw an awesome game last weekend. We're going to see even more great games in the Rugby Championship. Argentina, hopefully all things go well. I know they've got a team over there that they can play and show the brilliant heart that Argentinian rugby have to play, that they hunger for it. My only concern with Argentina is that just haven't had that much game time either. So I hope for their sake that they don't get knocked by Australia and New Zealand. And speaking of Australia, another team who have the opportunity to make history. They have the opportunity to turn things around, to turn this negative atmosphere of where they were at the start of this year into something positive, to give the Aussie fans something to hold on to. It's an opportunity for Dave Rennie and Michael Hooper to raise a trophy for the first time in a hell of a long time. But it's not going to be easy because you got a team that's dominated this tournament for so many years. The All Blacks, Sam Cane. Ian Foster has a lot to prove. He drew the first game last weekend. That's not going to be a pretty sight for him. He's going to need to silence the critics. Some people are really calling for Scott Robinson to step in. Some have said Dave Rennie should have been coached. You know what? Currently, right now, we've got Ian Foster as your coach. He's the one to go forward. He's the one to take this team to another level. So it's going to be an interesting tournament. It sucks that South Africa aren't there. It does. But these things happen. Well, watch the tournament. Well, you're obviously going to watch the tournament. But this to South African fans, watch the tournament. It's going to be awesome. Support the South. I want to see the South continue to dominate. I want to see us move forward in the rankings. I want to see Australia improve. I want to see Argentina come from so far down upwards. Because let's face it, they're a great team. They don't deserve to be so far down in the world rankings. They need to be up. I want that for these teams, and I want us to see success. So whether we play them or not, I wish all three teams the best of luck, and I hope it's going to be a cracking tournament. We can wish, we can hope. It's not the end of Rugby Championship. That's still going on. We'll see you guys next year. My only concern now is I hope that South Africa can think of a replacement or try and get some friendly games in before the Lions tour. Because going in cold for a Lions tour, for a team with the way the North is currently looking, which is pretty intimidating, and the opportunities that Gatland has to choose a phenomenally strong Lions team, South Africa need to have some sort of international experience. Because technically right now, our next international game is Lions, and I'm petrified for that as well. So we need game time. But yeah, All the best to New Zealand, all the best to Australia, all the best to Argentina in the Rugby Championship. I hope you guys give it absolute hell. And one thing's for sure, I will be covering it all, with or without the Springboks. Gutted. First time in keepers, I don't know how long the Springboks won't be playing for a year. It's crazy. But you know what? Player welfare comes first, and I do understand where they're coming from. As much as we could have sent a young team, as much as we could have sent an overseas team, it's not going to happen. Time to move on, and time to focus forward, not backwards. That's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that thumbs up button, give it a like, give it a subscribe, and I'll see you guys real soon for another one. Make sure you tune in. Players Luck Cup, all of them, I'm covering it, so don't go anywhere. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.